Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Immigration Help 101. It is your girl, Annika. Good afternoon. We kind of start a little bit early because again, I have things to go and do. So we did start a little bit early. Probably gonna go like for 45 minutes thereabout. Hey, Chin. Hi, Roro. Hi, Pretty Boo. Hi, Paulette. Good afternoon to you guys. I'm not sure if you guys are new, but I don't think Roro is new. I don't think Chin Chin is new. But good afternoon to everybody that is here. All right, thank you for being here. Armstrong, big up to you. It is a Friday, and it has been a week. It has been a week. God. Immigration sometimes, hey Sam, how are you? Immigration sometimes is so draining, oh my God. But, you know, sometimes when you get some wins, you're just like, it's all worth it. It's all worth it. This is what I'm doing it for, right? Was it rough? Oh my God. Yes, this week was a rough one. It was a rough one. But to God be the glory. We got, a few cases out and approved. 700 days applied green card. How long? How long? But hey Vanessa, how are you? You're losing sleep, Chin? My love. And I think that's what a lot of persons, that's what's happening to a lot of persons at this stage of the game. So, the start of the year, they really did, they had like this, it was like a clockwork thing, they were approving out persons pretty quickly. They're still doing it. It's not like they're not, but at the same time, you have persons who are also, doing their interviews and sitting down and waiting. Whatever it is that maybe the officer had seen, and they made their notes and they're just like, oh, all right, we're gonna hold on to this for a while. Not answer. You said 700 days. Like, have you reached out to USCIS? I'm not sure what is your process that you're doing. All right, are you doing adjustment of status? Are you doing consulate process? I'm not sure what you're doing. All right. So if you can put a little bit more in the chat, let me see if I can help you. But besties, this week is a rough week. Oh God, Mr. I have a testimony for Goni, you see. Hey, checking him back with an update. Sharty, what's the update? What's the update? Sharty, come and tell me your update. Hey Cassandra, how are you? Big up to you. Come Shorty, hurry up and use your little finger the man type. Yesterday requested an RFE. So you need, yeah, you send it in. Okay, there you go. Hopefully you did it properly, and you not have any more delays. All right. But like the live besties and share the live, and they approved the I-130 yesterday. See, God is working. Yeah. Come true, girl. Come true. I like that. All right. So, God is moving. Yes. So, besties, it is a Friday. Happy Friday to everybody that is here. I want to skip. You want to hop, skip, and jump. My name is Annika. I'm based in Missouri, and I am a doc preparer that helps persons to file their paperwork inside and outside of the United States. That means that we do the adjustment of status for persons here. Thank you, Cassandra. And we do the consulate processing for persons in other countries. We also do passport renewals for Jamaicans, adult Jamaicans. We do resumes, we do taxes, we do ITINs. If you're here and you can't get a divorce decree from Jamaica, you need a no impediment, you need a birth certificate, you need a death certificate, reach out to us. We do all of those. We do background checks, we do letter writing, we do a lot of stuff when it comes to immigration. All right, so you can reach out to us. The number, it's there, it's on the screen. There is a fake page, however, I'm begging you guys, Please don't be scammed. But every time I say it, I underestimate, you know. Every week I say it, I underestimate, you know. Yes, Shorty, I do Jamaica renewal of the passports. So you guys can reach out to me, text me, find out what it is that I do. I do a lot, right? Hey, billionaire. Tanil might not be here because the new time the new time I kill Tanil, but my thing is, I want to go spend more time with my family, and honestly, I can't really do the whole night to night thing. I want to sleep. Going to send my cousin to hook you up. All right, no problem. But I have a testimony. My client don't want come herself, right? And she said, Annika, go ahead and share my testimony. Keep in mind, I'm not trying to scare anybody, right? I'm just telling you the facts of the case and what happened. I wish she was here. I hope she's here, you know. I don't know if she's there, but I'm going to tell you the facts of the case. And sometimes I say to you guys that there's so much dopey story. If you're a Jamaican, you know what that means when immigration is at the forefront. There's a lot of story where you wonder, what? Really? So shocking. And some of those stories you can't really tell because, you know, you didn't get the permission by the client. You might get permission from them to say, Annika, you can probably do a video about it, but you know, not to disclose my name, or you can probably go on live and you can talk about it, right? So I want you guys to share the live and get as much persons in the live as possible, because I have been seeing a lot of persons going through the said thing. And to be very honest with you, if so much person go through this a struggle, yeah, brother. Hello, Sharon Bless. How are you, dearest? I don't know what people go through this struggle. And the battles that we fight with ourselves is ridiculous sometimes, right? I did a video yesterday and, you know, I talked about after the interview, you know, what do you do? I'm happy that you're blessed. Thank you so much. After the interview, what do you do? Because now we're seeing that they're holding cases. And persons are frustrated out of their mind. You think the process hard yet? Wait until you have to sit down and wait for somebody to make a decision on your case. You go out of your mind. You're rethinking what happened in the interview. You're replaying it in your head. You wonder if you could have done something different. Alright, you wonder if you could have said something different. Why didn't I approve out a case as yet? What is it that I'm going to do? Am I going to start calling USCIS phone? What is it that I'm going to do? The worry is there. The concern is there. Am I going to get my green card? Right? Now, for me, it's a lot of... Yesterday when I posted that video, persons were reaching out and they were asking me about... the congressman, and they were asking, how do I, you know, just reach out to USCIS because my case is stuck? And I'm like, I haven't done that video as yet. Haven't done that video as yet, but I am getting to that video, right? And if you have been following me for a while, you will know that I'm the type of individual that I'm going to structure my video to see how best persons are able to understand what I'm saying, because confusion is a hell of a thing, right? And interpretation is a next hell of a thing, because I can say something and ultimately somebody, you know, they misinterpret it a different way, right? So I made another video and I put it here on TikTok to, you know, just give you a piece of advice or guidance where it is when you're saying to yourself, hey, what are the next steps to take after 120 days? The full video is actually on YouTube, where you can just go ahead, watch it, follow those steps, and just follow up with your case. Because a lot of us, what happens is that we slack off a lot when it comes to, okay, the case has already gone in. You don't want to put any more evidences together because you think that, okay, you sent it in with enough evidence, when in truth and fact, if somebody was supposed to look at your case and they will say to you, no, that's not the case, this is a weak case, right? Or you think that once you get your interview after the fact and you haven't made a decision, you haven't gotten a decision, you're sitting down there twiddling your thumb, or you're just thinking about the case, not doing any prep work in terms of, do I put more evidences together just in case USCIS decides to, okay, they're going to issue me a second interview, or they're going to ask me for a request for evidence, or they're going to say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and deny your case, right? Worst case scenario, that is what happens, right? What do you do in this waiting period? Because again, persons don't prepare themselves, and that's where a lot of immigrants are. That's where a lot of persons who are filing their paperwork, they go wrong. They're not preparing themselves, right? And we had a case where this I can't remember. Let me see when we started this case, because we want to tell them the story, you know. So for anybody who did their interviews this week and they want to come up and they want to speak on it, no problem. I will open the box for you guys, right? I am going to go ahead and I just want to make sure that I'm giving you timelines here, right, of this case and when the person had reached out to me. She have 40 million number, my love. 40 million number, I don't know which one of them should reach out to me pan initially. Thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate it. Okay, so in March, I think it was February, March, she reached out to me. And when she reached out to me, you know, she said, hey, she wanted me to help with her case. How the guy react to his green card last Friday, I'll know him in a disbelief, my love. I'll know him in a disbelief. But, I mean, I told his story. I told this story for him. So, a couple videos back, if you go on my channel, you will actually see it. Sis have a question, NVC, Kenya. I completed all my documents. I wait May 6th interview. So you've completed all your documents. You have now been documentarily approved and you're waiting on your interview. That's what you're saying? So usually when you get documentarily approved, they schedule you out for the interview. But in between that time, when they schedule you for the interview, you have to go do your medical, right? You have to find the place that they use to do your medical, because there's only one place probably there, and I probably know which place it is because I did a fiance visa there, and I think I know the medical place that you should go, right? Once you do that, then you wait for them to tell you whether or not you need more vaccines, or once it's completed, they will send it over to the embassy, right? Yeah. So met her March. You didn't get the interview as yet. Hopefully you did your medical though. So met her March 3rd of this year. And when she reached out to me, she said to me, hey, I need some help, right, with my case. And my case has been sent back. Hey, Nicole. She says, my case has been sent back 2 times now, right? And I said to her, what? Why? What's the problem, right? And she said to me, she started her case in August of last year, right? And the case got sent back. And then when they redid it, because she had a preparer, or she had somebody who said that they knew what they were doing. And then come January, after they sent back the case, January the case gets sent back again, rejected. So if you don't know what I'm talking about when USCIS, when you send your case off to USCIS, and USCIS deems it that everything is not there, right? They will go ahead and they will reject the packet. It doesn't mean that it has been filed as yet, right? It has been more than a month. Applied for EDA for asylum. How long should I wait? I'm not sure when your time, the clock for you started, right? And keep in mind, there's new rules to the asylum. So you need to go to USCIS and read that, okay? So our case got sent back. She started in August last year. Case got sent back once last year and then get sent back again this year, January. And besties, when she reached out to me, it was frustration, and she's just like, she don't think the person know what they're really doing. And I said to her, all right, since you want to use my service, then, you know, this is what it is. This is what you're going to pay. It was her, and it was greetings. Hey, Saskia. Greetings from yard. If you ever to Jamaica again, you see you, girl. What about girl? What about girl? True. Anyways, when it was frustration, right? After your packet get rejected 2 different times, you're just like, what am I going to do? It's hard now to trust somebody, no, you know. It's very hard now to trust somebody for do your packet, right? And girlie say, I must tell our story. I tell our story for her. Certain things I won't say, but that's okay. And it's very frustrating because how now do you trust somebody to do your packet now for you, right? And I mean, when I spoke to her, told her the price, it was her and her 2 children, right? A younger one and an older one. And I said to her, okay, fine. And I tell her, pack up everything, send come give to me. That's what I said to her. But one thing with me, when somebody reaches out to me, I'm going to assess their situation. I'm going to tell them whether or not it makes sense. Hey, Tash, and if it doesn't make sense, I'm going to be the one to be like, no, you need an attorney. No, girl, me can't do this. Or no, you can't do this. Anyways, she packed up everything and she sent to me. Hey, run cute girl. Good night, Kelly. Good night, Elise. And me, I tell you, say, when she send them come give me, it was the person who filed the case. Shame on you. Me, I say, shame on you. On a wicked out here, you know. On a wicked, you know. As someone who will claim so that prepare on a wicked, and I don't know. And if we get some training, no fun, no. Training is there to get. So no just need to find the place, right? So when she packed up everything and she said, come give me. And I'm looking at it. And I'm just like, how could you? So this is how it was filed. They filed everything for the mother, right? They filed the I-130, the I-485, and all of the forms that you know need to be filed for immigration purposes for the mother. Then for the children, them know, why the I-130 never filed for them? Like what? They didn't file any I-130 for the children. They only did a I-485. And yeah, they only did the I-485 for the children. That's what they did. Hey, Ozzy. And I'm there sitting down and I'm just like, who filed this? This is atrocious. Like I told her, I was like, this is atrocious. And I said, this is the reason why USCIS kept on sending your packet back, and then they didn't have the right fee because I said, no, she has to go now and buy different fee. It was just a shit show, right? And when I told her, she said, boy, Annika, me no know. All right, we'll get the things them together, right? Thank you so much for joining. And we'll get everything together. And she sent what she for send. And then I said to her, girl, you don't have sufficient evidence either. And I said, you need to send in evidences for the children too. Because what this person did was to just send in one stockpile of things for all 3 of them. That's not how it works. And I said to her, we need more evidence. We need to strengthen your case. We can't send it off back like this to USCIS. And she said to me, say, all right. And, you know, I sent her the list and we work together. We work, and remember, keep in mind, this is 3 separate cases. It's one person petitioning for 3 people. Sometimes my client asks me, how do you do it? I file cases with a family of 4, family of 5, family of 3. I'm used to that. I'm used to them bust down work there. Believe me, I'm used to it. Hey, respect. And somehow, when I was there and she was gathering her evidences, in the midst of it all, it was a lot that was going on in the midst of it all. Hey, Murray, it's a lot that was going on, and me I tell her, I say, girl, hold faith, because, sometimes I don't know if to tell people on a journey, right? I've seen it happen more than one time. Don't tell people on a journey sometime on a dip on a journey, because them are the same one who are gonna take knife stabbing on the back. I'm sorry, but that's what it is, right? But she should go through it with certain things, and I'm just like, bro, people wicked though, right? Someone not an art, someone on a bad mind, on to stop it. No matter how much me tell them to stop it, or not stop it, it is what it is, right? And I'm telling you that she sent me everything. She worked with me because a tree filing what do? Yeah, it's seven application times 3. It's a lot. And she sent me everything. And I think I sent off the case. Let me tell you when I sent it off. Because I want to go on the timeline. So meet her in March the 3rd. And I sent off this packet. Me have to scroll, because I tell us a girl have too much number. I want to beat her. We went through everything. We went through like all of the applications together to make sure that everything was okay. And I said to her, March the 20th, because remember, a 3 application me I do, met her March the 3rd. March the 20th, I said to her, I'm finished with the packet and I will be sending them off tomorrow. That's how I do not play. Like, if you give me a timeline to work with, the energy that you're giving me is the energy that I'm going to give you back. So if you say ready, me ready. Because that's just who I am, right? And people might be like, you put so much packet together so fast. What you mean? But literally, I redid all of the applications because I don't like going over other person's work. Like, I'm not that type of person. I'm not go over other people's work. Like, me redo it. Because, again, I'm not going to sit down and look on atrociousness and then decide to say, all right, I'm going to go back over that and I'm going to try and correct that. No, we're going to start from scratch. That's what it is. And I think this was the video when I was doing it and send, just sending to her all the 3 packets them. I like 3 packets them. I can't make unnecessary certain things. Right? I was just telling her, hey, they're all done. Hi Zora, how are you? Are you feeling better? And she said, thank you very much, March the 20th. And, after that, I ended up sending like a whole, like a message to her saying, hey, these are all the steps that you need to follow. She was using like a document preparer. Hey, babe, I think the
food has arrived.
Okay, all right, that soon come. So she was using a document preparer. It wasn't a lawyer, right? And this is me sending to her, hey, the packets are off. Like, me, I just me that. Right? And then me again, I send her, I say, the whole 3 of them, we sent it off in one box, right? And after that, they split up the children's case because when the case went to the lockbox, it was delivered on the, I think it was the 25th of March, it was delivered. And they split up the children them case. That's what happened, right? They split the case because even though they went into one box, they split the case. And it ended up that we got the receipt numbers for her first. Like, she sent me and said, hey, I got the receipt notice. And she got the receipt notice April the 17th, right? In terms of like the IOE numbers, had her set up everything, and I told her, hey, continue to just work on more evidences because again, hey Jareen, because again, I want your case to be as solid as it can be. Even those solid cases, of course, you're not gonna get interviewed. Cause hey, no, you're after that story yet, cause dopey story this. Dopey story, but all I'm gonna say is not every obstacle that comes in your way is for the bad, right? Not every day, it is not every delay is a denial, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. So they ended up taking her money for the first packet that, you know, USCIS, that the person had sent off. USCIS ended up taking the money, right? And then now she have to find fresh money now, you know. Remember, I know a 3 case this, you know. A whole heap of money this, you know. Just listen to me, you know. This is 3 case, right? 3 case. So remember, she have to pay full fee for her and her son. So 2,375 times 2 plus the data fee would have been less. It would have been like 1,800 and something dollar, right? Plus members she have to pay me my fee. USCIS take the money from the first packet, so she have to find over back all of the money there. The second packet, them did send back the check and I tell her, I said, encash it and I'll go ahead and buy the money orders for you because I don't want any more problems. We ended up have to send to USCIS now, reach out to the lockbox and everything now, you know. And when we reach out to the lockbox, on the, let me see which day was this. Hold on. Let's see which days. Alright, so April the 17th, we reach out to the lockbox, right? Because I had to just refile everything after the fact and just deal with this after the fact, right? We reach out to the lockbox and tell them, say, hey, such and such did happen on such and such day. The packet was sent off on such and such day. You guys took the money, blah, blah, blah. We had the checks and everything, you know, proof of everything. USCIS then ended up, I think they reached back out to us and they told us, hey, your money there in the people's whereabouts account. This and this is what you will need to do. And we said, all right, cool. Okay. She gets her work permit pretty quickly, right? All of a sudden, USCIS make mistake again, boom, with her gender. Instead of them put female, them put male. So now, me have to end up now, me say, you have to go send it back. So now, me have to write another letter now and say, hey, I want to make the error, this are the error, this are the correction, blah, 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 right? She end up after a month. So I say, mama, me I tell her this is a testimony, me I try to figure out testimony, or me think she would have give it. And they made the mistake and she said to me, Annika, I tell her, I said, send it back. I'm going to send a letter to you and you send it after them, right? The children notices they came later, right? Because again, I tell us to them split up the case them. Alright, everything I work, everything I go, you know, good, whatever it is. It ended up say she gets her interview. Let me tell her when she get the interview. Because we create account and everything, you know, because remember March, then April, everything will come. She end up with the, also we send off about the something. I think it gets sent off what? Ah, Jesus. A whole heap now come like on not understand say a whole heap. So we got the children's receipt notice in May. We got it in May. That's when we got it. So we got hers in April and theirs in May. As so comes to know, so with them split up the case. Alright, fine. And remember, they were sent off the same time. Send out the receipt notice and everything. Alright, booms, booms. It end up now, say, I have to go up on the other number because girl change number like how people change them fancy. I don't want to run away for this live. It's true. If she there, she probably gonna dead with laugh. Lord Jesus, what I tell them, baby, I wonder, hear me, hey girl, whose phone will take some fun? But I had all of her numbers. So one at a time, them know, I think, I guess when they got everything, it kept on saying actively reviewing. She nearly mad out when all of the actively reviewing them are coming in. And she said, what is? Them say, girl, look like an interview you're going to get. So I think on the May the 10th, so after we received the children notices on May the 6th, May the 10th, she said, why so much email are coming in? May the 10th, them schedule the interview, right? Alright, so she end up doing her interview. Let me see which day she do her interview. June. So in a June now, June the 16th, she do her interview, right? Hey Annika, how are you? I'm good. Anne Marie, how are you? how long I want her to take for kids. They're in Jamaica, anywhere from a year to a year and a half. So them schedule out all of them now for interview, right? And that was June. Boy, the struggle begins because, boy, you see, sometimes when you're not having no partners, besties, you see, from the get-go, if you know, say them can't remember certain things, because it was an age gap situation also, right? It was an age gap situation, and he really couldn't remember a lot of stuff. He remembered stuff, but he really couldn't remember a whole heap of stuff, right? And remember, the struggles from August last year she filed, October them send back the packet, then them send off back the packet, January them send back the packet, March she meet me, then finally accept her packet when we send it off, cause March the 3rd she meet me, March the 20th, all 3 packet ready for road, right? Receipt notice receiving at April the 25th. Right? The children, theirs came a little bit later, May the 6th. Then interview gets scheduled May the 10th. So, you just have to understand that there was so much delay in this case. USCIS take the girl money. I'll know them can't give her it back. Right? I'll know them cannot give her it back. Them send we a notice and say, yes, she qualified to get back her money. But I'll know them cannot mail it. And because someone filed vow, but they still got interview for the application, what should they do? Show up at their interview. If they want to show up with a lawyer, show up with a lawyer and show up with their vow packet. Oh no, USCIS can't give back the girl her money. Right? But them send it and say, we receive so and so and we're going to give you back your money. Oh no. Anyways, time now to prep for the interview. We'll prep. We'll do the mock interview. I realized the situation that was there. And even before the interview came up, I did say it to her. I said it to her husband. I said, sir, may I beg you, if you need to get your personal doctor and go talk to the man and make sure him tell you, say, hey, this see the letter here, we can put it in the pocket. Right? They say USCIS love money bad, true. He didn't do it, and I felt like it was out of pride that he didn't do it. Because you know how some man don't want it to seem like nothing is wrong with them. Alright, fine. Besties, when she did the interview, it wasn't a Stokes interview to begin with. It was, all of them went in. It was nice, they asked them questions. It didn't take any long time. I think that interview was like an hour or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Or probably like 45 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Boy, I hope I get it right. Girly, I know I say the part here, so just text me and tell me that wrong or right. Anyways, when she tell me what happened in the interview, I said to her, what could probably happen is that USCIS give you a second interview. One thing for sure and 2 things for certain, I'm not going to blow smoke up my customers' ass and say to them, it went well, it went well. No. Me tell her, say, girl, how me could prepare because me feel like, say, USCIS I go on a second interview. I'm going to say this time around, them probably go on Stokes. My love. They got their interview to the hour. To the 15th. Yesterday. On the 13th. We did, before the 13th, we did a prep. A mock interview. And I'm not going to tell them the reason why. Because again, I just had to. I have to prepare them because, again, the husband couldn't really remember nothing. Someone who come on here and say the husband really can't remember nothing. That this we are go through. We are go through it. They've been married since 2023. And this is what we are go through. Remember, it's an age gap situation. Besties, we do one mock interview. And then we'll do one again on the 13th. This time, I say me have to rope in Justin. This time, friend, me know you're there, your friend. Hi, friend. Me have to rope in Justine. Me have to rope in Justin. Me have to rope him in. Because me feel like if me never rope in Justine. Like you hear me I call my husband and I Justin me I say no. If me never rope in Justin, I felt like it would have gone a different way. And I said, Mr. Justin, you have to go help me with the mock interviewer. He does mock interviews with me. I'm going to say, I have to go help me with the mock interviewer because you see what's going on. And him say, yeah. When we asked the husband, when Justin asked the husband the first question, what is your wife's name? Murderation, baterations, and all types of ration. The man no remember nothing. The man no remember nothing. I want to good things that up the story me I tell you, you know. My shock and my mouth open up. Like, my know she probably has to. My know she probably has to, boy, Annika suppose tired away. When Justin say, what is your wife's? You know my husband talk already. And because he's professional. He said, what is your husband's, like he said, what is your wife's name? I hear one long pause. I want to tear out the whole of my ear. I want to tear out the whole of my ear because I say, what? A joke I make? Like what? I say, I want to stutter. I don't know what to do, I don't know what to say because Justin probably I say, what is? You ever hear the people who say, what is? Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. And he said to say, he must sit up. Him say make him sit up because him not think him ready yet. Him have to sit up and I say, alright, fine. I say ask the question again, Justin. And him ask the question and him answer it. But him still couldn't answer it properly because I say where I make name. Him a say she have 4 names. I say, me did beside me that beat him, I say. Him say she have 4 names. I say, but she have your name and your maiden name and your last name. What you mean? I know the problem, you know. Yes, it's memory loss. Him understand English. He does. That's not the problem. It's more along the lines of it's memory loss. That's what it is. Him can't really remember certain things. I'ma say, God, she go up on fasting. Because I say, girl, you have to go up on fasting because here we have to go ladies at the foot of the cross. And the thing is, he's a nice guy. So nobody feel like me and bash him. He's a nice husband, right? I'm stressed her out down to the ground sometime. But he's a nice person. And sometimes I have to say to her, I say, hey, nobody argue with the husband, man. When I time then tear down the phone, go down Jericho Hill with me on the phone, you know. And me have to say to them, say, I think that the second mock interview I'm going to do with them. And because him can't remember, and she say, but babe, so and so. And then go down Jericho Hill on the phone, and see me up on the phone. And then look on the phone. I'm put the phone on my ears. And put on the phone. And I look on him and I say, oi. I say, here what? I say, see if. I look at him point blank and I say, see if you want your stepchildren them and your wife to be put in deportation, I say go straight ahead. I say go straight ahead because one thing for sure, 2 things for certain, I'm not going to play. I say go straight ahead. Right? Because the 2 of them are arguing now, they're not around for argue, you know. But I feel like the husband argue as much as the wife. But now look, she did her right, so she can't come beat me up. But I think for her, it was more out of frustration. Because she said, babe, you know it. What are you saying? But me being said to her, I say, my just thing say is just memory lost of it. Right? And as to answer your question, guys, may I tell one story. Good night, Tash. And when we do the second mock interview, Justin had to say to him, like he said, hey man, you know, my Caucasian husband talk already. Him say, hey man, I feel like if you can't remember certain things, just be honest. You know, just open up with, you know, you can't remember certain things. You're not good with dates. Like Justin had said certain things to him, and him say, "Oh, okay." And then after that, the interview, like the mock interview, started to go a little bit better. Because keep in mind again, man is from Mars, girls are from Venus. That's all. That's all. Men are from Mars, girls are from Venus. Because God knows, I had to have my husband there to like just talk to him a bit. And my husband remember certain things sometimes. You know? So like from a man to a man, like make it make sense. Like two of them would understand. Like on a man level, like what Justin is saying to him. Cause me and Kenny, me a customer. Me almost call her name. Me am a customer. Sit down there. And me like, me understand she understand me. So Justin know, I said, alright, I feel like you should say it this way, or, you know, just tell your truth, man. That's what he said. He said, just tell your truth. That, like, him kept on him, I said, alright, let's see if we can, you know, pull on your memory a little bit. And me tell her, I say, hey, I say you're gonna need to stand up for yourself in that interview. You have to advocate for yourself in that interview. You have to talk. Because I felt like in the first interview, they had a bully. That interviewer was a bully to me. Because she said, Annika, she never did give me a chance for talk. And like, some of the time, them, she was looking at her and asking a question. And she knew, say, whenever she asked the question, she was asking the husband. Thank you so much. She was asking the husband. So that now kind of like threw her off. So they had a bully. Anyways, yesterday was the interview. I'm going to come here a little bit there. Share the live a little bit more there. Before me tell you no way. That interview, how it go. Come here then. Come here now. One of there. Hey Mel. Share the live a little bit more now. Go and go share the live. Because we'll talk about what happened in that interview. More than share the live. You there, Mel? Alright. Who else there? You saw me up and close and personal? Oh, come here there. Just hold on the ears so. I say, Annika, where? They say every whisper is a liar, you know. And that let's say. And that my granny say. Every whisper is a liar. But here, I have to go whisper that one, yeah. I have to go whisper that one, yeah. Oh, no. Alright, when you're there, when you tune in. So, when you say, when them go, we don't anticipate the Stokes interview, you know. We were anticipating it. So they got the Stokes interview. But here we know, with a 3.5 hours interview. And you hear it? I'm for talk louder. No speaker that in my throat, you know. No speaker that in my throat, so I can't really talk. 3.5 hours. In Jamaicans, we don't say 3. For all the Jamaicans them there, 3.5 hour interview, my love. Murderation, baterations, and all types of ration. I'm gonna drop 3.5 hours in the chat. Can't come like on the things that joke me and make couldn't know. Just drop 3 with what 3 said, 1.5 hour in the interview. Hey girl, more you big up your chest so you know. More you pat your shoulders so. Big up your chest so. Because when them done dig them down like yam hill. No more yam never did it. Hey, murder. No more yam. We can laugh now about it, you know. Come and feel like should I give the testimony. Like how me I give the testimony for you. Right, bestie? Bestie, me not think you could have give it cause you shy. Put it 3.5 hours. Yeah. Somebody else said it's too scared of that Udo. I just give the experience. I may give the girl testimony. Because remember now in that 3 case what talk about you know. Right? So now, they got the Stokes interview, and I think they had her in the interview for like 1.5 hours, my love. And I think they had the husband for probably like, I think she said probably like an hour, if I'm not mistaken. And then the son, they had to ask him all the inadmissible questions because he was like 15. So they have to ask him the I-485 question them. The little baby never get no question because she's a baby. She didn't ask her nothing. Right? Because she's below the age of 14. Right? And some of the questions that the people have asked, ain't they wicked? I want to say I'll interview. The interviewer, however, they changed the interviewer. She got a different interviewer. She was very serious, but she said to me that she had her feeling a little bit more relaxed. So you know, someone sees the interviewer this, because if this interviewer so serious, right, and she made her feel a little bit more relaxed. So tell the Federal Plaza, man. Run a New York, back corner, road round there, so. Run a corner, run a one part, run a one place. When was the Federal Plaza nice? And let me tell you something. I think she did awesome. Because I told her, I said, tell your truth. Don't be disrespectful. Tell your truth. I think you did not tell your truth in the beginning, meaning you never speak up for yourself in the first interview. You didn't open up your mouth as you should, because she did say to me, Annika, when them ask me one question, when they ask my husband one question, I feel like say I should have explained more, and she didn't, right? So she kind of had that regret that she didn't do that. And as I say, me no smoke, or what you want to call it, me no blow smoke up none of my customers' ass. Them, I am who you see right here, and I will ride with them till the wheel drop right off. Them could have asked me 1,000,001 question. Sometimes them wonder if me get tired of them. But that's the job that I chose, right? And I think she did a wonderful job. I think her husband did a wonderful job. I think her son did a wonderful job, because he was in the Mac interview, and I did have to ask him a couple questions, because again, in the first interview they did ask him certain questions. And girl, there, go so for me, you know. Big up your chest, so. God Almighty, Jaja, Papa Jesus, Daddy Jesus, 10 year. I'm going to tell her, I say, you better ask them if you get approved. I'm going to say, don't walk out of that interview without you not asking them if you got approved. And she brave up herself, and she asked the people them if she get approved. And the lady say yes. And she asked about her children them case, and the lady never top till the 2 children them case get approved. So 10 year, every delay is not a denial. Every delay sometimes is for the good. Because remember me I tell you, say she had journey from August last year. From August last year, she had journey from. Yeah, man. And when she said to me, say, Annika, I just feel your spirit, me no know. She said, you me I go use. Remember, I know, it take everything out of that girl to trust me to bring her to this point, and her 2 children. All when me look at me say, Jesus, me a late at the foot of the cross for you, because you are. I would not want to see those kids in deportation. I do not want to see her in deportation. And then when I make it clear for your husband, say, sir, and this is what gonna happen. So if you not pull up your socks, what you think I got? You gotta come tell me say you nah remember this, say you nah remember that. What you mean? And though her struggles and her journey got her this far, when she sent it to me today and said, Annika, just text me. And she sent me the screenshot and she sent me the approval. Then I come in for my lalila yet. My lalila slow like. Right? And everybody got the interview. Everybody got their interview. Except for the baby girl. She didn't. But everybody got an interview. Right? And when I tell you that the journey was there, she don't know all me. She don't know all from March the 3rd. From when I tell her I'm gonna waste time. From March the 3rd, she reached out to me, send me everything. By the March the 20th, everything ready. Cause me now go play. I'm gonna redo every single thing. Plus add evidences to it. Remember, this was a case that was rejected twice. But her testimony is for her. And she said, Annika, you have to go tell this, because I can't tell it. You see, after she finished the interview, I text her and I say, good luck. And I never get no response. I said, boy, they been an interview, you know. I said, God, take your wheel and steer it there for me. And when she tell me how long them staying at the interview, I said to her, I say, why? I said, what happened? And she had tell me, she said, when I reach home, I gotta call you. And I said, alright, girl. And she said, I'm gonna know how to feel. And I said, I understand. And today, she just said, I couldn't do it without you. I couldn't do it without you. All me the party is Jesus. Because I could not have done it without God. Because again, people don't understand, say, I didn't just force myself into immigration. Immigration chose me. And that's what it is. I will fight for my clients to the end. If them can't use my service, I say, hey, go on, go get an attorney. Because I will not be the 1, the 2, nor the 3 to have somebody where, you know, them can't use my service and them not supposed to use my service and me still go take on them case. I not do that. But good girl, bestie with our 10-year green card. Big up you. A big up God. Cause you did that in that interview. You did that. You fought for yourself in that interview. And it was the second time around and you fought for yourself. So even though persons might be like, boy, I'm gonna do the interview, you know. I'm not, you're not from USCIS. There's a lot more people. Hey, overcomer. There's a lot more people that are going through a lot more than you. And everybody's struggle different. So nobody feel like, say, your struggle are the same as somebody else's struggle. Well, in the same boat. We're all in the same boat. Listen to the document, prepare them. Well, some of them are crosses. And I can't say what I say, because some of them are crosses are true. But your document preparer will have your back. Listen to them. Your document preparer will have your back. Listen to them. When they stop run here, there, and everywhere. When they run here, there, and everywhere, at them time, they're going to catch on themselves and that'll be a problem. Sharon said, I did mine Monday. Hope it went well, Sharon. Hey, Steph. Hey, sexy brownie. But I'm going to listen to the document, prepare them. Because one thing for sure and two things is certain. Don't you think I have no cute hat today? No. Don't you think I have clients who are waiting also? I have clients where I reach out to one of my clients them today and 67 days waiting. But we have a plan. I don't know without a plan. We have a plan. But I'm not going to disturb USCIS until time come. We have a plan. I have a next client I wait from all last year. Ask if USCIS come like a last year case. And I know it's not lost. She got her work permit, everything. Me like is I don't want to just go and just give her a wave interview because not in a sense I just give her the interview on a wait pan. Right? So guys, when it hit your 120 days, I left a video on YouTube. Go over there and go follow the steps them. Go and go follow the steps them over there. When you see say it reach your 120 days, or even when it close to the 120 days, start call man. Start call USCIS man. Start do things man. Start keep records of things. Don't get lost in the sauce. Right? You're waiting for 120 days, then Tommy sweet, go and go watch the video. You need to start do some calling, start do some inquiries, start reaching out. And everybody keep on thinking, oh, I can file a mandamus. It's not everybody can file a mandamus. A mandamus are expensive. You know how much people come here and ask me about mandamus? On the rich. As soon as to the US government. There's other means and ways to get your case unstuck. When I have to prepare on yourself. Go and watch the video on YouTube. So besties, that was the testimony. Big up to my client and her children. And then, big up to my other client. Then we'll get through. And I like say, I have people who are waiting. And we're wait because we're always going to have a plan no matter what. Right? My clients will come to me and they will say, Annika, you think they're going to reschedule me? I say they might. If you did your interview, it's a possibility that they might reschedule you. A lot of you don't want a rescheduled interview, but what did you go to do in the interview itself? Remember, your doc preparers cannot go into the interview with you. Only an attorney and an attorney cannot speak on your behalf. Alright? So, I say this to say, immigration is getting tighter. It has always been that way, but there's more highlights on there. And the decision time is never accurate. It's never. I've had clients who sit down 3 months after their interview and then them get a decision and them approve it out. Sometimes the I-130. Right now I have a client that's waiting. He went to the interview the very next day or the very next 2 days. They approved out the I-130 and now we're waiting for the I-485. And this is him and his daughter. I tell you no, I'm gonna ramp for file. Case it 6 people in it. That's just me. Right? So I'm just saying, be cautious, be mindful, always follow up with your case, always keep a record of everything that you do in immigration. It's the last video that I posted, Tammy Sweet, the one that says 120 days. It's on my YouTube channel. Follow your steps, start calling, start doing things. Alright? You know how much I'm gonna call me, son? Guys, besties. Besties, you say if you not call me, you have to catch me on the flip side for Monday. I'm gonna call them back tomorrow morning. Okay? But I don't work for the day. I'm gonna go over here because it's Friday Night Live. Murder ration, rations, and all types of rations. But hey, hold on. The struggle real. But the wait is even longer. The wait is longer. The wait itself, it plays with your mind. No man, hold on there. Make me see this. Because I see if that person, look, just wait. Hold on. But one thing for sure and two things for certain. Just hold on there. Just hold on. The wait is long sometimes. The wait itself plays with your mind, plays with your emotion. And I'm just telling you, find other things to do. Find other things to do. Even if USCIS decide to schedule you out for a second interview, if they do, be ready and be prepared with other evidences. Go in there for a crush your interview. That's what it is. So besties, follow me here on TikTok. I don't depress because me are going to look at tips and me are going to look at bonus them and things what you need to do for be proactive in your case. If you need somebody to help you file a case, find the person. If I'm not for you, that's okay, right? Because I am not the cup of tea for everybody, right? So, if you feel like you don't want to use my service, that's fine. That's okay. I'm okay with that. But if you do want to use my service, please to go and reach out to my website. We open from Monday through to Friday. You can book your consultations. You can send your queries via email. Please do not be scammed. I know I look a bit gullible sometimes. I'm begging you, please do not be scammed. Because I don't know why I only keep getting scammed. Right? Please do not be scammed. Here's Steph telling me a good day. But go to the website, go to YouTube, go to Instagram, go to the link right here, right? I don't do business in my inbox, right? I don't. Hey, Cardi. Hey, Mindy. Anika immigration boss. No, sir. No, my love. God on me. So, guys, go follow me on TikTok right here at Golden Path Solution. Not Golden Path Solution with a zero at the end. No, that's the scammer. Don't follow the scammer. But click the head right here and follow my page. I'm going to give you a few moments if you haven't yet followed me to go ahead and follow me. This is me, Golden Path Solution, and I use my fictitious business name, which is Immigration Help 101. You guys can go follow me on YouTube. And before I go, I'm just going to show you how to use the whole TikTok for contact me, right? So this is me right here. This is the phone number that you can click. That's the email, and that's the link. Once you click the link, it will take you to our website, right? And once it takes you to our website, you can book anything you want for book. It says book a consult. You have your checklist that you can get. There's a lot of checklists that's there, right? And you can scroll down and you can click on this and you can send an inquiry to me via email as to what is it that you want to do and the things that we offer. You can join our website if you want to, right? Then you can just go ahead and follow us on YouTube too, because we put videos over on YouTube. Because again, that's just who I am. I'm a content creator at heart, and I just like to give the information, publicly available information. Because again, I'm not an attorney and I do not give legal advice. It is what it is. Don't. I'm trained by attorneys though. So this is my channel, and this is the last video that I posted. But I don't know why them have me I look so scary. But yeah, that's the last video that I posted. So go over there, watch it, see? Immigration Help 101. Quick reminder before we start, I'm not an attorney and I do not give legal advice. The information I share is based on publicly available resources and experiences from my own clients who have gone through the immigration process. Now today, there you go. Is that like a dessert?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. And it tastes bad, but it just tastes weird.
Yeah, it's like warm rice. You wouldn't expect it, but it's... After like the first bite, you're like, okay, I kind of like it.
I know, right? Justin, come tell the people him I. Mama Justin telling the I for a moment
Hello.
and go away.
Hi.
It actually tastes good.
I know, you want another bite?
Is it?
It's from a Thai restaurant.
It actually tastes good.
Yep.
Justin, me tell them about what story.
Which story?
The green card, the 10-year green card, the 10-year green card.
Oh.
With our client that couldn't remember anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, besties, I am leaving y'all. I hope you guys have a happy weekend. And I will see you guys back here on Tuesday. We'll go live on Tuesday. Go follow iCoach Immigration Services, Taniel. Right? Oh, Tash says she's the best. My 3 children are going to the embassy next week in Jamaica. Right, true, Tasha. All right, Bessie. And I have a few people going to the embassy too, next week too, Watch Daddy Jesus. Yes, I'll be on Sunday too. So it will be Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. All right, besties. All the best to you. And what do I always say? Good luck on your immigration journey. Bye-bye and happy Friday.